Welcome everybody, Simulator Sunday. I am KungfuBeer. Thank you so much for being here. Train Whisper and Marv, the first ones to the show here. Week before Christmas, 2023. It's coming to an end. What a hell of a year it's been. We are going to be continuing the cleanup of the Mateo Community server. So I grabbed, I don't know if no, it wasn't Marv. It was somebody else. I have it here in the Discord. It says who did what, but Pierce delivered some cars down here to in the Porphyry. Not really Porphyry. Porphyry is the yard. Let me get the audio on here so I can think. You got to hear the engines running to be able to think. So, anyways, Porphyry is the yard, named after a rock or something, some sort of rock. And Porphyry is in Corona, California, right next between Riverside and Orange County, in Riverside County itself. And so we're down here. We're actually in Anaheim as we depart and head up. We'll be hitting the main line here, BNSF. That's eastbound. We're looking now. We're in Anaheim, headed towards Riverside County. Ultimately San Bernardino County, and then Barstow. So that's a long ways away, but for here, this is kind of the back hills of Anaheim here. And we're picking up the cars that were left way over here, the farthest reaches of the R-CAL0141. Hey, Pancake! Nice to see you again, bud. Bud. Been a while. I hope you're doing well. The cars that I picked up have been processed, so I actually went way down the line off the main. Dakota was going the opposite way on a, it was a Watt, I don't know, it was a Manifest, or I think it might have been an intermodal, but he was going the other way, so I had to stop the light and wait a while till I can get those two cars at the very end, those grain hoppers that have been processed. So these guys are full, and I have empties on the end. I went to Barstow earlier. We're on the San Bernardino sub as usual, there, Whisper. And in Barstow, I got rid of some trains that were blocked, filling up the south departure yard for AI. And so here we're ready to proceed and go get the rest of our pickups. So that's what we're doing here today. So let's get. So I kind of started a little bit earlier because I was probably spent an hour and a half just getting these things ready. Everything takes forever. So let's get in the inside of the cab here. The track we're coming out on here is the Outward Junction, but it takes off and goes down that way to San Diego, which is incomplete. There you go, Dutch. A little extra horn for you. So the cars will spawn back behind me and then head this way if they're, quote, coming from San Diego, and if they're headed to San Diego, they'll go down here and disappear at the end of the track down there, because there is no actual San Diego yet in game, and there may not ever be, but one's hoping. If I ever get time, I'm serious. I'm gonna do new graffiti on these cars. Do my own graffiti. I have the ability to do so. I know how to do it. It's just a matter of time. Oh, look, Arco. Train's named after an Arco's honor, but he's not even here yet. Probably taking a nap. Back in the engine. So we've closed the main back there, so nobody should be complaining about that. And we got some, I think, Sunny D Light, the orange juice company. That sugar water they call orange juice. I'll be coming up here on the left after the signals. Let me put my brights on, turn my bell on. He said, open the door. Currently 76 degrees here in the SoCal region. Probably a little warmer where we're currently at here in Anaheim. No, I never did publish those. Those were just a proof of concept that I would have the ability to do it and display them, you know, for others to see. So I never actually did it. That was, like I said, I just threw everybody's names on a couple and tried the different graffiti fonts that I had, and that's all it was. I was going to do something much more robust and a lot more variety. You know, every one car, there's a couple. So when I look at the templates of the cars, there's some, like a boxcar, for example. Each model of boxcar has 4 like liveries. They don't, not every car type has that, but the boxcars do. So I would be able to do, like, one of the boxcars for, say, BNSF has 4 different ones. So I would be able to, you know, do 4 kind of things on it. And that would keep things, you know, kind of fresh. And add your channel name on the card. Well, so the names that are be on the cars will be people that are in the Mateo Community server. Mostly yard masters, because, you know, everybody else comes and goes. Yard masters tend to stay. Right, Dutch? But I don't know. We'll see. I'll be giving it out to people, and those who want to have them can put them in their own single player game. That way they show up when they're on the server. Yeah, I know you're still around. So we're gonna pass this switch here. We gotta back up, then see if I can get down here on the ground. So we're gonna go pick up these. I mean, Sunny Delight, there's no way they would put orange juice in, you know, oil tankers. You're thinking of Kool-Aid, like, oh yeah. I mean, that could be. So it's got the flammable. The orange juice is flammable. Careful. Okay. Marv raised his hand. Yeah, you know, it's all about time and stuff. Hello, Dakota. All right, so get one more car past here. Half the car to go. Run over here, jump on the back, and let's go get our Sunny D light. How do you do what? How do you put Sunny Delight orange juice in a flammable container? I know that's not what you're asking, but I thought that was a funny comment. How do you do that? You're asking how to wave. You push 1 or 2, but you can't see yourself do it. You are looking through the eyeballs. You can't see your. What? No. If you, yeah, you can't see yourself. You can only see through your eyeballs, right? All right, so we will jump off here. Let's connect those lines. Those are already connected. Make sure the angle cocks in the rear are shut. They are. So I am running air here. So let's, that one's already open. Let's go partial on this. Watch the CFM rise to the occasion. All right. That didn't take long because everything else is charged. Let's get back in the... Why is it not going forward? There we go. Just wanted to ride here so I can close the switch after. See, can I get this car from the side? Would be great. Really? I can't even click it? Riding on it? Interesting. I wanted to change the symbol from flammable to acid or something else. Stop before that one so that we can run back and throw that angle cock. Actually, we can do that here. What, 4.5? I've been playing Railroader a little bit lately and wasn't sure if it's something I'm ready to stream yet because I still got a little bit to learn. I've only played it for 2 hours or so, and I felt that maybe I need to spend a little more time on it before I show it to others. There's lots of YouTube content out there about it. Kerbo does a whole bunch. All right, we'll close that here. Get in the cab and let's go ahead. Pull forward here. All right, so HPT, let me take a look at that real quick. Just, I know we're good, but I want to verify. 8.5, we are spectacular. A little excessive horn there, never hurt no one. All right, let's look at our menu. So we just, basically we're going to be coming out of here. I've already got the switch thrown. And then we're coming down this way, headed to... Porphyry is in this area around where it says main 2. We need that signal there. I slowed down too much. If you can't do much when you're in there. But there's we got the industry that's over here already and brought it back with us. So I want to... click right there, and we'll see if we can get a signal going that way. The dispatcher says. Still learning the basics of Railroader, right? All right, so we got a acknowledge switches are lined up for somebody else, but they're not really. Oh yeah, we got this guy coming our way, so we're gonna have to wait there for 20 minutes or whatever. And I think this guy's coming up behind him. Oh, he's coming to San Diego. Okay. Well, let's ask to go over here and get around them all then. See what I did there? I want to go from here. I want to go from where I'm at right here. I want to go up, probably over through Esperanza and then back down through here. So I ask, I'm going to go here. I really want to get it. Yeah. I have to wait. And he's getting a little lippy with me. You know, it is. It's different playing another one. I do like how you can, like, AI them a little bit, do the yard stuff in AI. That way it gives you opportunity to do some other things while they're doing that. Single player and, you know, limited player. We get up to the signal and then we'll throw on the brakes and figure out what we're gonna do from there. Like this guy's coming down the hill, so I actually want to maybe stop there. I have what switch open? Gonna go ahead and stop here. Okay. The channel, let's see. So, let's see. I want to ask Otto again. I want to go now to here. And he says he heard me the first time. I understand that, but I wanted to reroute because before I asked to go over here somewhere. Then I'm get out of this menu. You go to channel 00 here.
BNSF detector milepost 38.0 main 1 no defects. Repeat, no defects.
Okay, so we sit here and wait.
402 train speed 47 mph. Ambient temperature 67 degrees.
We can go out here and wait right here. And so I'm going on the main line. You know, it's 7 cars. So we got one coming at us. All right, so because we have to get over, let's see what's going on here. We have a little bit of jam. That one's coming to me, so he can't go any further because I'm blocking the way that he wants to go. And then this guy's stuck behind him. I know where he's going. And of course we got this one passing us now, so that's good. So Otto's going to have to move us so that that San Diego train can come this way. Here comes the end of it, it looks like. And then as soon as we get the green light, we're going to Hong Kong boogie out of here because we already went down. There's an industry just down the road a little bit. And let me see. See, I lost my custom map where I had the do you call it? The DTMF tones on it. I don't remember what it is, so that's why I have to keep calling auto instead of just DTMF and MF. What'd you say? All right, we got to proceed. Of course, my finger slipped off the horn there. So we're just gonna jack it in 5th gear and get out of here. So we got a green light. I gotta get on the signal. All right, so we are bright lights and we are full speed ahead. Let's see where he's routing us. He's going to route us right past where I asked to go. From there, we'll come back over to... I basically need to go right here. And we don't need to go speeding through here. I think I can do... I don't need to think. I can do, what is my track speed? 50. Let's go. A little too early because I was trying to get Otto's attention. So now I've updated my route to right here. I selected it. It's in green now, so main 2. So I'm going through here. I would like him to switch me over to main 2 so I can get into Porphyry and the industries that are here. But also I have to be watching that out after I climb Esperanza. So he'll move. I'll move when he tells me to. I'm gonna go see him for drinks after my shift, and it might get physical. So don't advise. I'm not gonna tell anybody the bar that we're going to or the restaurant. So these right here, this industry right coming up, is where I've already run over and grabbed those 2 grain cars. They were here. We're really boogieing now, aren't we? All right, got crossings coming up. 40 miles an hour. Let me look at the map here. So I've got a detector coming up. Crossover at Esperanza is 50. And I have open permit speed to go 50 all the way up. Up. All right, let's see. What's our speed limit? We're at coming up at 45, 43 actually. Slow her down just a little bit. See. So now we can get out of that guy's way. So San Diego should be departing, coming towards us. Still gotta watch our speed. Oh, we slowed down a little bit. We're gonna go up Esperanza, so let's give her some gas again. What notch should I go to? 6? Okay. Right there. Eyeball. That guy still didn't get a green. I'm not sure why.
BNSF detector milepost 38.0. BNSF detector, milepost 38.0,
45's good.
1, no defect. Repeat,
Yeah, that's
no
me.
defect.
I went over the detector
Total
and I missed
axle
it.
48, train speed 4 mph, ambient temperature 7 degrees, out.
48 axles. It's like the detector didn't even get done saying that it was the detector, and it's like, okay, you're clear. This is a good looking intermodal here. It has piggybacks and well cars. Watch our speed. I only want to go down one rail driver. Thank you so much. Notch 5. I just maintain 49 here. Chucking along up the coming up on, well, actually we are in Esperanza now. There's three mains here. We use main 3. Correction, I'm on main 2, so this is main 3 on my right. I'm looking at the map, depotserver.com, and that's main 1 over there. So main 1 is used often as a siding. Here in the depot, by the way. 55 speed limit for me, or 50 for me, I mean. 55 passenger. That little sign passes if you didn't notice it. Little yeller sign. Now it's back to rail speed here. Maximum rail speed if you need to. Alright, let's watch our torque. Looks like a auto rack here. I can turn his brights off, so I won't turn mine off. Oh, it's UP. Like, screw that, orange bastard. I'm not dimming my lights for the orange guys. Notch 8, full blast. Throttle wide open. Not often you get to do this in a local. At 50.4. Stabilize at 50. We're going to hit 51. What does that say there? Well, that says 45. I did not see that on the map. So we actually are speeding. Not giving us a speed brake color, but oh, I do see it on the map. Oops. It's 50, and then there's the 45 there between Esperanza, right in the middle of the Esperanza main. There we go. Now we're at 45, and it goes green right before the detector. An absolute signal coming up. Are they open again on the depot? I need to go in there and let's see. I already did December, I think. You don't have to go in there every month, right? You go in there when you can, but I try to go in there every month. Looking at my... See, where is my stuff? got Depot Plus activity. So 29 deliveries, 160 car deliveries, 74 pickups, 316 picked up. Let's see. I crewed once in December. 2 hours, 6 minutes. It says last service was November 23rd. No, I did in December. Yeah, it's cool. The only thing, you know, that's, you don't want to mess up the OC, the operations center, you know, so you gotta like be really careful. I spend more time making sure I'm doing everything right than I do driving, and so that's why I do most of my driving here, because there's no operations center to corrupt, you know, so it's nothing to mess up. I mean, if it's open now, you're going to want to apply now. They may not open again for another year. You know, you can apply, and by the time they go through all the applications and get you set up to request a check ride over there, then, you know, it could be, I think, after you're accepted, you have 90 days to complete a check ride, or they make you go through the interview thing again. It's not an actual interview. If they like, you have to reapply or something. So, but it's hard to find somebody that's available. Like, they just go, hey, we're free right now, anybody want to join? And if you weren't ready for it, you know, you missed that, and you got to wait another week or two. And it took Chris quite a while. It only took me about 2 weeks, I think, to get my check ride. But then it took about another month to get the OC training before I can actually go on and drive trains. Yeah, it's just about the timing, you know. It's all about timing. Might be speeding here. See my track speed. 50? No, I'm good. Here's the detector, so they'll tell me if I'm speeding or not.
BNSF detector, milepost 32.0, main 1, ambient temperature
Main 1.
73 degrees.
No, I'm on main 2. Why would it say main 1? I wonder if they never fixed that. All right, what we got? 50. It says 50, and it says, okay, resume normal track speed. Right here. That's what the green means. Go as fast as you're allowed to go. Intermediate signal, you can see the number plates. Let's see. So 5102, that's me. He's giving me my departure because I am coming up on my signal. So let me see if he'll now route me to where I want to go. Because I have already requested my destination here, and look, he's got me already routed there, and right into Porphyry, hopefully. Proceed on signal indication for ATSF 5102 eastbound. There we go. So I do have a crossover speed at 50, so So I got to make sure I'm below that, which is the max track speed for freight anyways, unless you're doing intermodals or auto racks. That is 70, same as passenger. Okay, look in here. I passed the detector. I'm in the 50. Prado is the next control point. No, I think there's a control point. Not a control point, but it's a absolute signal. Then the control point. I don't know if that's absolute though. I don't remember. No, it can't be. On the depot maps, I think all signals. Well, that would be this one here. We've got a green though, so we're smooth. Oh no, this is definitely absolute because the main one comes back into main one. All right, so I see where we're. So DCC is the next deal, and let's see, 50 crossover, so we are crossing over right here. Right where we need to go. We'll have a hand throw at the Dark Container Company, where we can go and pick up our stuff right after the Amtrak or Metrolink West Corona. Amtrak, Metrolink, pretty much same thing. Passenger service. So I was watching the Cowboy game. They were getting their butts kicked. So I was able to start the stream on time, on my normal time today. So I'm like, yeah, they're losing like, I don't know, 27-3 or 31-3 or something like that in the fourth quarter. They're just, they're on the road, and they haven't been doing good on the road. Plus, you couldn't hear Dak saying, "Here we go." So I think that's why they were losing, because they didn't hear the cadence. We had 7 more work days of the year. Can't believe it's Christmas already next weekend. Next Sunday is Christmas Eve, so I will be live on Christmas Eve, by the way. Same time, same place, maybe a little earlier. And it depends on the what time the game is. As Cowboys are playing on Christmas Eve on next Sunday, so. Of course, the 49ers won again because they're actually good. You plan on being live? Kind of like being live, but you know, I plan on being alive and perhaps live on YouTube. I might do Railroader, like a Christmas thing. Everybody else is already doing it, but like I said, I'm not fully comfortable yet with going in there, and I know how to do stuff, but I still haven't figured out, like, why don't I have waybills, you know, to do things. I know that you got to go through the different days and all that, but I'm still on day 1, folks, so. And it's, you know, it's more arcadey. I feel like this is a simulator that we're in now. The other one is a game. Fun game, but it's a game. And I'm giving her some juice, but we're slowing down, but that's okay. We're going uphill. 1 something percent grade. Why am I going sideways? Right? I had the right mouse button clicked and it was going sideways on me. So I want to pull in here. I've got stuff at the very end, so that's not what I wanted to do. This is how I threw myself off the rails. I did it again. I threw myself off the rails going into Porphyry one time on stream. I came flying in there and wasn't able to keep the train on the tracks because I came flying in there. Down to 18 miles an hour, so that should be pretty good for this turnout here. I'll get it slow down as I can see it. You hear the bell, so you know you're getting close. Turn off the gas here so we can start slowly descending. We're down to 15, so that's good. You play railroad? Can you play railroader with the rail driver? What do you mean with the keyboard? Oh, you're talking about, did you play it with a controller? Like a child's game? I don't know if I could play it with a controller. The only thing I play with controller is Madden. Well, I fly and drive in like GTA and things like that too. Wreckfest, all those games that Snow Runner, all the games that you have to drive with. So we'll pull off these under the siding here, the industry siding. We'll figure out if these cars are empty or not, and we'll make them empty. We'll go pull the cord on the bottom of them, empty them if they're not. They're not being filled up, they're being emptied. How can I get in there? Let me get in! Oh, maybe if I do that. Alright, so we'll go up here and we'll disconnect. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. You got to pull forward to get the cars pulling back. But we have to know if they're empty or not first. Because that depends where they go. What's going on, Arco? We saw some cars earlier that had your name all over it. I think it was these ones right here. Look at that. Boom shakalaka. All right, so we got here. We have an empty. Okay, well, we can do that. Turn off our brights. We don't need them anymore. All right, so we have empty grain car. That's not a big deal. Closed angle cocks. All right, let's pull forward and let's go get that. Yes, I left the hose connected. I want to see if it disappears on me. It did not. It's ice cubes, probably. Arco is moving ice cubes. The only thing I can think of you move. I mean, moose fertilizer, is that a thing that they sell down here? It's like being on a ride along. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we are. How come I'm not moving? I am. I just can't see myself. Getting dark here. We'll turn on the bell because we're coming in industry. And it's a weekend, so, you know, nobody's here, but we don't want any surprises. People setting up their tents alongside the railroad tracks as they're homeless. You know, we don't want to have them wake up and jump in front of the train. I was gonna say it looks like I'm coming in hot, but I got no weight on the train, so it can get it slowed down pretty quick. All right, let's jump out, and we push the right button here. Do that instead of go to the rear of the train. Connect this guy. However, make sure that this is closed for I. Yep, see? It was open. If I would have popped the air, I've been sitting here resetting stuff. All right, partial, and that should fill us up pretty quick. There we go. Turn off the, unwind the handbrake. Now we got to go put this on the rear. F11, click on the cab. Let's go ahead and go forward. Or nope. I'm going reverse. Turn on this so I can see at night. My routing's canceled. I mean, should have canceled me. I was in the industry, but. Oh, look at that, Dutch. Thank you so much for the super. No need to do that, but thank you very much. You jump out here. I have to my head out of the butt because I need to do that. Okay, there we go. Got to go around. I don't know if we have room. We might have to go back on the main for a moment. We need this track to get back to the front of the train. We'll set this straight. And we're in the industry siding, so we can leave switches however we want here. But we need... Oh, we should be all right. Just need to get that rear car past here and the engine's snug up there. $20 miles an hour, and I don't even have... I guess I am going downhill. Flying through the industry here. We got it under control before we hit that curve. Timer countdown is 184 feet. We need to be watching here because we don't want to. I think we're okay. We might take up the main. No, we're not. Now, if we slam on the brakes like that, we're not. Okay, let's see. I'm reversed, so now I got to go forward, not reverse. Okay, and this is a loose, what do we got? Close that. Close we go. Let it go. Might be a little too fast. Click on that and then take it off. Yeah, we didn't get it off in time. That's right. When we go to the front of the train, we'll push back and get it. A funky thing, like if you click it, you hit the brakes, you have to click off it, click back on it to turn the handbrakes back on, reactivate them, whatever. So that's no problem. We'll grab the rest of the cars and push into it. Ain't no thing. Oh, I thought I was on channel 0 again. Only if I need to type, by the way. So when you see all this text stuff up here, if you want to type so everybody can see it, if you're in any other channel 0, you won't be able to see it. But people in that channel could see it. But you can see everybody else's if they're in channel 0. I gotta change out my, basically redo my display thing again, this dispatch screen, where I added my DTMF tones in there so I can just tone those out instead of having to change the channel. Is there one more industry up there on this side? No, DCC is the only one here. So yeah, looking at the map, I've got 2 level crossings. And then I'll pull in to just before, like right at the Metrolink station, Corona. I'll pull in, I can shove back at GAN. And then there's NFP, but that's going to be a little bit more difficult because it'll be off my nose. To have a bunch of cars here, there's no place to actually flip around and get those, so we can go back and get those from the yard right there. Hello. And M's here and yelling at us. How come we can't get on this guy? There we go. Go get our stow. Pick off the handbrakes. Do a little pre-Christmas choo-chooing. We'll be live next Sunday for those of you that didn't hear. And M just got here yelling, so we'll be live next Sunday, I think. Don't have anything going on Christmas Eve. On Saturday, kids are coming over. All right, take that off. Let's see. I think I did yeah. We got air. Go back in the front end. And I'll just throw that. I don't need to because it's CTC. We are basically going to be coming off onto the main. We don't need to go to this signal, so we're in here. If we come on, it'll be our block. So I'm going to run up here now and open the switch. An intermediate signal in front of me. The coast is clear. There's no trains coming this way. There's one coming from down here. He's currently, well, I mean, over by my house, but he's still a little ways away. So you'll have to stop and we'll be out of there. Go bright on our brights. We're going on the main line. Make sure we got everything behind us. do. I'll have to throw the switch after I pass it. Close it back up. Like the Cookie Monster icon there, NM. All right, checking again before we hit that main. See, it's pink now because I have this switch open. All right, let's do a countdowner and then stand here while the train goes by. Turn on our flashlight. We're in our reflective gear. Safety equipment. Safety third.
BNSF detector milepost 26.4. Main 2. Ambient temperature 77 degrees.
Not me. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. My detector. All right, we're good. We're on the main. We're technically in a restricting situation as we what did we do? We requested a, how did we get here? Did we do a restricting? No, he said you're good to go. Oh, I know what it was. We threw the switch and then pulled off the main. You're cleared through this area. He said contact them again, but if we contact him now, he's gonna like contact us in the next control point. So we're not gonna bother. Signal coming up. We got two crossings, Railroad Street and North Sheridan Street. This is 25.6, 24.1. So a mile and a half or so Porphyry's switch to the lead. I'm under 40, so you don't have to do it at the whistle board. That might. Ain't nobody even here. The crossing coming up. Man, I should make a horn that just goes, hello, hello, hello. But only one hello. You do it just hello. And then if you do a short whistle, it goes hell, hello, help. So give it two hellos, a hell and a hello. You're going to a crossing. Kind of hard to see the crossing coming up. Wait till the red lights start flashing on the side of the road. 25. 24.34. When you hear the alerter go off, yeah, Arco didn't yell at you. He just says it like, he goes, hello, NM. Not, hello! Oops, error. Did the wrong one. Now I'm at 40, so now I have to obey the whistle board. Gotta slow down because this is the lumber yard right here to the right where that switch is. I have not prepared for this yet. get up here, and I'm gonna miss it. What happened before? Of course, I hit that at 50, not 27. I hit this at 50 miles an hour, and the train rocked and fell right off. Stop here, get the lumber. Cars right there. Yeah, so I have dispatcher.net. We're not allowed to use it on the server yet until it's been fully tested. Of course, I can be one of those testers if I want, but I haven't had a chance to really play with it. We don't want it to interfere with any server operations, so we ask nobody to use it until we verify that it doesn't do anything wrong. I think we're testing on the high green. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue, but we just want to make sure. But I have not tried it. I haven't had the need to do too much dispatching, you know. I just let Otto send me wherever he thinks I should go and then tries to fix that. All right, so I may have slowed down a little too much here. Yeah, I got it like then a day or two that came out. I used the version 2 one before, but I mean, if you're doing locals though, like I'm not on the road a lot, so the dispatch for me personally doesn't really have. Oh wait. It doesn't do a lot for me because I'm not often on the roads. You know what I mean? So if I need to set things for somebody, if I'm doing a manual dispatch, it would make sense, but I stay off the main line, except for now. Bad things happen on the main line. Derailments. All that. I stay in my yards. Hello, Pat. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. We're just outside of Porphyry right now. We're actually in the lead. We're doing some pickups. And it's beautiful. The connect. That's open. A beautiful couple right there I just did. Professional style. Connect that. Let's go shut the hole in the back. The hole in the rear. We'll close that one. So those are custom. They did custom routing because they didn't want to have to look up where everything goes. So they did model the BNSF in the high green. Something they came up with and said, this way they know where everything's going by the, by the symbol, instead of going, where the hell does Q227 go? What about Q228? About Q487? They didn't want to have to look everything up. I mean, that's how it is down there in Florida. Got the Qs. CFM 17. All right. Go ahead and pull out of here. Ride the back of the train. I do have a level crossing coming up. Handbrake's coming off. Hopefully the air pressure's up. I don't know if I can ride this one. Oh, yeah, I can. I don't know exactly where the crossing is, but we'll start whistling. Passed the UP train manifest this morning, loaded manifest is going towards the Holton Crossing. It was on BNSF's tracks, but pretty slow as a local. Wanted to get some pictures of it, but I also didn't want to stop what I was doing to do that, so did not do that. Okay, so we are locked in line for mainline operations. People gotta wait a minute. Right here is what I'm talking about. I'll come back and get these. Come back and get these here in a minute, because otherwise I can push them. Then, you know, I'd rather just come back, get them, and I can push them to the rear of the train. Keep doing the same thing. Just want to go here. And here to throw this switch so we can go curvy. We also have more. I'm going to be on this track here. Absolutely fine. I've got more cars over there to pick up. And I got to go to Republic Bag Company, which is right over here. Get these guys. You got to go all the way down to the main and come back over. The only other crossover is way back there at Prado, so we'll put these in here. We'll come back, grab these two real quick, shove them on the rear end, and then we'll go get the rest downtown, or, you know, across from us. FaceTime audio call that I don't know who that is. Yeah, I mean, we only got another week of the year, so we're still cleaning everything up. There are cuts of cars in Barstow. They're not releasing them until the next year or until the cleanup's done. It's, you know, a fun event for all the kids, you know, to be able to go pick everything up and put it back, get it off the map. I have a bunch of locomotives. I'm going to send like a 40 locomotive engine move. But not, I'm going to keep like these switchers, I'm going to keep those at the yards. I don't need to send those back. Just all the road power. And last couple cars coming in. So what I'm going to do, now this in my way. I need these. Oh, you know what I can do? I can come back, get those other ones, push them off, come back up, get these, and then go get those other cars. If I come up here and, yeah, I already set that switch. Go like that, backwards. Gotta keep an eye on I got the loaded ones in the front, so. Which one at Malabar is missing? Let me disconnect this. All right. Close. Blow the air out. No, there was never fork. Let me show you. My flashlight on. There was always 3. I know, because I put it 3 there. I had 3 on. This is the power storage, the normal switcher power storage track right here by it says, is that you? Who's that? Brian. Brian watches over the 3 switchers that have been here for like the last 2 years. And so we got these 2. Sometimes I swap them out and have those sent back in service. And then you got the green one down here. And the green one is typically, I leave the green one all the way at the end of the track. So I use the green one down here to service these, I think it's 112 or 122. It's whatever it is. I usually leave the green one down here because it picks up these and then has to pick up those backwards ones. So there's 2 here, or I'm sorry, 1 back there typically. And then there is the 2 that are usually over here. And I've never had an issue like moving the oil tankers with just those 2. That's usually the hardest one to move, is when you have all these oil tankers. I move these and the oil tankers at the same time. The 4th, if there was a 4th there, somebody put it there, but they weren't authorized to do that. They could have brought it from the fueling point down here. Because, I mean, there's absolutely no need for 4. Going on here. So you got auto racks going each way. Like these here, like somebody keeps leaving those there too. They were being used for switching out the bear tables, which is fine, but those actually go back right here on this track. So they should be over here. And I was going to move them, but I didn't get a chance yet. See, I got all the power out of here. LAC is closed down for the holidays. Intermodal traffic is minimized. And then I'm going to do an engine power move from the A and LAJ over here. And I'll attach it to all this stuff. I have extra switchers over here if they're ever needed. Somebody probably grab one from over here. Also got to send the rip cars back to Barstow too. So these are going to be going here pretty quick. Again, I'll leave these switchers here. All this other stuff may or may not go. Probably. I don't know. They don't really need to, but that's part of the thing. So let me get back to Porphyry. So if I go the opposite way where I'm at now, see, here's some power too. That power move can stop and get this stuff. Yeah, there's a couple engines at Malabar. I think there was 2. All right, let me. Oh, okay. Pull these more forward. These are 171 guys here. What happened? Oh, because I disconnected. All right, so let me run over here and get these guys, TRMs. Starting to get dark, so let me do this. So we can see, since I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I don't care if it's dark or not, but harder to see on the interwebs. We'll come get this one first. Shorter of the 2. You guys can do that anytime. If you don't already know, you're setting your client to a time that you want. Does not affect the server whatsoever. Yeah, people put power again. I don't ever complain about it or try to correct anybody on it because if you're doing the work, wherever you do stuff is fine. I don't care. I just need to know the power's out. Anything else, if it bugs me, I'll move it. But it doesn't. It's just a game. It doesn't really matter. Nobody gets hurt when you put the wrong power in the wrong tracks or anything like that. For the work getting done and stuff getting moved around so other things get processed rather than worry about who parks what where. Okay, so we're gonna grab is that 2? Yeah, it's 2. Make sure. All right, these are going to San Diego. Lace those up. A little slow there. All right, I'll close the back angle cock there, but I want to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I get too distracted. Then pulling forward, I can go lace up the rest of that train. So I'm in a reverse configuration now, but I still have the front. The lead locomotive is the one I'm staring at. So we'll connect this. I'm not going to start sending error because I have the angle cock back here open. Start lacing this one up here. Connect. 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 Did I miss any? Nope. I didn't get it far enough past that switch. It's unfortunate. Up on here, let's ride her back. Then we have power down here too, so we can send out the train. Well, I think there's other yards that have outbounds. I know LAC does, or LAJ. All right. And on the ground. Connect that. All right, so now we'll be able to start sending air back through. Partial on that. Watch our CFM.
BNSF detector.
I'm in neutral. Let me get a little bit of gas so we can help the compressor out.
Ambient temperature 76 degrees.
All right, CFM's good. We got a train coming too. From Denver to San Diego. Fair table. Whoops. Gonna go this way. So these are empties. I need to go to the rear of the one just got. We're gonna go all the way past, get those other cars, and then just shove them back to the rear of the train we just dumped off. We're in the yard doing 20, but all right. We'll be doing 15. We don't want to go 21 though. That's too fast. There we go. Now we're doing good. These cars are headed down to San Diego to the shipping port there, and we get loaded with probably, I don't know, New Year's Day sales. I forgot where that train said it was coming from. Denver, I think. Gotta get their stuff in there before it starts snowing. Alright, so our switch is already aligned. I don't have my reverse light on there. I can obviously see the train, but if I do a countdown timer, I know how much of the train is past me, so I start slowing down before the last car ends up here and I'm doing 15. So I'm like, oh no, oh no. You gotta hurry up and slam on the brakes. Denver to San Diego? Not really. Probably could have. The train master could, I mean, if he had that many, but you could send, you know, the empties with like a manifest to somewhere else and then, you know, use the switching network. All right, going forward, which is backwards for me. Fanny, how you doing? You're having a good Sunday. We're at Porphyry, which is Corona, California, collecting empties. There's no way that we're going to have enough of a train here to AI out, though, so. Oh, I should have got those. That's okay. Those headlights on? I think so. Yeah, I think 171s are still running. No, because I'd hear it right now. The headlights are on. Running the battery down. I'm just going to jump in there and take off and it won't start. right, so why can't I click? There we go. Want to connect the air hoses. We'll go partial. See, I did partial on one. I knew the other one was going to go all the way open. But anyways. Weak sauce right there. All right. PCS is cleared. Okay, so we'll close this guy and this one, disconnect, open coupler, and now we're going in reverse. Get past that switch, I'm gonna pull forward here. Feel like going that way. Yep. Except that I hit the brakes too soon. Just joined the Discord, you're saying? You're talking about mine. If you're talking about mine, we're just a bunch of old guys that play games. Talking about the Mateo Community server, that's how you get on this server. So if you're on the Legion of War Discord, that's just kind of, I don't do much on there other than hang out with my old friends and play games. The Mateo Community server, though, is the one you want to join if you want to have the potential of playing multiplayer Run8 with us, or even Railroader. Yeah, I know the shift click, by the way, Dutch, but usually it doesn't open both angle cocks at the same time. Like, if you go to partial on one, normally the other one doesn't go as well. I know there was an issue before where I do that, but thought it got fixed in a patch. Probably got broken in a patch also. It only happens to me like 1 out of maybe 100 times where it opens both of them all the way. But that's why I do partial. So if it opens them both all the way, it usually goes to partial. But once it does that, then you can click on the other angle cock and set it open. And the one that went partial usually does not open. It stays where it's at without having to shift. Click. Yep, typical. And that's fine. You know, little quirks. So what I do, I blew out my PCS. And for those of you who don't know what it means, it's a Run8, it's a trained term, so don't worry, don't flag me for saying nasty things, because it wasn't. Or try. But yeah, anyways, there's quirks in here. That's okay. Keeps you interested. I just hit F7 and cleared it. Now if I did it like stupidly, then I would actually like try to clear the error emergency valve on its own. All right, so I'm going to go to this one, back up and grab those cars. I left that switch open. All right, let me turn this one closed. Get into our Loco. I'm gonna go get those cars that are back here and take them with me to Republican back. Oops. know, F7 is your friend. If I'm just tooling around by myself, I'll let it air up and things. You know, I'll hit F7. I'll change them so that it just does the airlines. I'll set the front and the rear angle cocks. Then I'll go partial and let the train air up, and I'll go get some food or, you know, go bathroom, go check on my wife, you know, things like that. Come back and it's still not aired up, depending on how long the train is. Doesn't bother me. But when I'm streaming, you know, you guys don't want to sit here for an hour every time I connect to a car, so, or a couple cars. Doesn't take that long when you only have a few. It takes a while when you have a lot. This is where the DPUs come into play, and the air from the other end. Well, technically I should have a buffer on here, but there's no, so I don't know if it's good or bad. And we'll connect this guy here. Does have air in it. Also, the parking brakes are on. All right, that's closed. Let's get in our get in the deal here. Okay, so we want to go. I'm gonna go right there. Right here is where, so we need to switch over and go there. There's nobody coming. So let's ask Otto if he'll do that for us. He said Roger. That means he's going to do it. Signal indication. All right, so we got that switch is good. That switch is good. We're going to come out here on that one, which is good. We got signal indication, which means we can go ahead and throw that. It's going to turn it pink on the DS menu. Did turn pink here, but there it goes. But we're going up here to this signal. He has me stopping there, but I'm going to reverse here, which means he'll cancel that route anyways. Don't need to go all the way down to Arlington. And we'll just come back on this about right here where it says main 1, right underneath the number 1. Take the power off and I hit the air. The air works. And we'll get ourselves ready for a return trip. Nope. I had it right last time. And we'll go down here a little bit more. I don't need a whole lot of runway. I'll go down that one, and then I can pull forward and go back to get to the other side. Bright lights as we're going to hit the main. Let's go. If I ever had the train, there's a stupid little symbol in the way on the very bottom of that. Roll away from me. Yeah, all the time. That's why I said handbrakes. Had a couple roll away from me, you know, not very fast, 10, 11 miles an hour, and then they, you know, they roll into an industry and they hit the bumpers either too hard or there's no bumpers there, so they go off the track and disappear. It's really annoying. All right, coming on the main. One more quick check. We're clear. Main for me. We can go at speed since once we get out of the yard here. All right, here we go. We're not on a restricting now. We're on a signal, so clear ahead. So we can haul butt. Hong Kong boogie. What's up, Rise? We crashed. We made an Amtrak crash and catch on fire. You would have been proud. We rolled by it and saw it burning and everybody jumping out. We were laughing, you know, haha, and nobody got injured. It looked like. So I'm talking about in the simulator, not in real life. Let's see what we're doing here, because we are crossing over and then we're going to want to go backwards, so hopefully that train behind doesn't get routed through me. Because Otto's expecting me to continue even though I want to stop at that signal. So I'm going to click this right here. And it's hard to see, but it's this guy. It's green now. As soon as I pass the signal on the switch, it's this guy, I'll stop and then not throw it in reverse, but like, oh, wow. I didn't know you wanted to stop there. Because, you know, that's where I wanted to stop. 250 feet, climb on the brakes and go in reverse. Little locomotive brake there, as you heard the squeaks. Alright. We're going reverse now. I'm going to start headed that way just a little bit. And then he should freak out. Oh, cancel your routing. There you go, see? And now we got to get permission. So we're going to say we already verified that we're there. Dispatcher DS menu tone, and we want to go there. I want that guy. Let me go to the very rear of the train. The 10-4. Be getting a signal here in a second. There we go, green light. Make sure he didn't route me back across, so we're good. Signal indication for ATSF 5102, now heading westbound. We're going to the Republic Bag Company. Some purses. That way when Rise golfs, he can hold mine. I'll get an extra one for me there to hold my wallet and stuff. It says I ran an absolute signal there, and now typically the reason it does it is because you're speeding, right? However, I had a green, so I'm not speeding. But why did it say I ran an absolute signal? I was speeding over a top of a switch, but I wasn't, because I'm only doing 25. So if you ever get that and you wonder, why is it telling me I ran a signal? There's no signals here. It's the switch, but you're going too fast. It thinks I should be doing 15 or something. I don't know. I didn't have a restricting signal. I had a green, clear. So I don't care what it says. It's wrong. A little ways after the second bridge, I think. We got to go 2 bridges and then, which are like the highways. And that's where the public bag is. Because auto, yeah. Is there a difference between amps and KIB? I don't know what, for 1,000 pounds you mean? So amps is how much the traction motors are spin, you know, how much electricity the traction motors need to move, and 1,000 pounds is a weight, right? So tonnage. So amps is power, a measurement of the power that's going to the traction motors to move the train. And the other one is the weight that you're pulling.
BNSF detector milepost 22.4 main 1 ambient
It's a mount. See,
temperature,
stupid
7
thing.
degrees.
I can't see. Quincy's, Mr. White, how you doing? I got a heart in a way. It's how much TE is all I can read. You're laying down on the tracks. How much tractive effort, right? But what is K? 1,000 pounds, right? KLB. There's your answer from an actual engineer, by the way. You're white. Tear them tracks up if they I mean, how would you do, how does that work? You said they're so powerful they can roll the rails out from underneath them, but is that on turns or just on straights? Is trying to pull a train or by themselves? Mr. Griffin, how are you doing? Yeah, that's the other thing, as Mr. Griffin had said, well, I don't really have that. That I've never experienced. So just because you're going backwards, where it's red, I don't often have that as an issue more than I have the speed limit issue of I ran an absolute. Because I go backwards all the time if I'm doing the speed limit. I was doing 25 when it said that, right? Even though it was, like I said, I had it clear. If I had been doing 15 rolling backwards, I would not have seen that. Not my experience anyways. All right, let me get up here and throw the switch for the Republican bag. And slow her down because I don't hit this curve at 20. There we go. We'll go over here and tie up these cars. I don't have a favorite locomotive. I like the ones that work. I believe that all the locomotives have their purposes. For example, you wouldn't want to be doing what I'm doing here with the road engine because it's too big. So that's why we have the switchers, which are old road locomotives in many cases. All right, 13. Let's give it a little more dynamics. I probably like the what are they called? The Gevos. I mean, I like ST70s too, but I spend more time in switchers because I like road work. I mean, I like yard work more than driving on the road. I already, we have a whole. She already has plenty of bags. We get her new one every week we're here, because they always give them to me like, hey, thanks, here, have an extra. This is taken care of. But remember, in Run 8, we're dealing with like the late 90s, early 2000s, so you're not going to see any SD90s in here at any point. Soon, anyways. right, we'll connect that. We don't need to run air into them until we connect all of them. Go ahead and pull forward. Let's get the rest of these. How many SD90s did UP have? Or CSX? All right, we did already lace this guy up, so it's ready to go as soon as we get a connection up here. What was wrong with the 90s? Anything? Are they junk? You know, like in the game, you know, the Dash 9s, they're 100 horse less than the 44s, than the Gevos. I think even the SD70 is considered 4,400. They might be 4,500 horsepower. But, you know, I like the SD40s. I have a lot of 45s here because we pull them more weight, so I have a little bit beefier engine than the 40. Oh, the EPA standard crap. Yeah. Government ruining everything, right? There's smoke houses. Because every time the government tries to put in place some rules, they end up making things worse, don't they? All right, let's connect that. Go to the very back, make sure I got air. Cock is closed. Go back to the front. Send some air down the line. That's already open. Oh, these are the ones that I had already, huh? Okay. So, that one's closed. Go to partial on that. Wait for the CFM to come on down. AC 6000s. Remember hearing that. Hearing about them. Okay. So we are ready to depart. Give Otto a courtesy call. Currently here. We want to stop. I mean, we can ask to go here. That would be good. Then he'll switch us over. Already, and then we just come back this way. Hear from the government, here to help, right? That's what Reagan said was the worst thing you'd ever hear. That. And that means 141, if we get these in the yard, is done. 171 is all that's left for Porphyry. Oh my God, I did watch it and I said, you know what, I'm going to stream on time because it ain't even a competition today. Oh man. I mean, I'm not going to get all bent out of shape because a football team who, you know, the players make millions and millions of dollars couldn't do their dang job, you know. I'll just, wish that next time they do better. Oh, I got my sander on. Wonder how much sand I put down. Somebody's gonna have to come clean up that mess. All right, let's see what Otto did to us. Oh, he got me routed. Okay, so as soon as we pass that signal, we'll do the same thing. And we'll see if we can simulate the... We'll go 15 miles an hour and see if we don't get that signal thing. And if we do, well, then this time it could have been the fact that cars went before the engines. Got a detector coming up. Probably gonna yell at me for doing 25, but I gotta clear. That's so funny that with the Cowboys. I mean, they go and play Philadelphia, you know, the leader of the division last week, and make it look easy. Of course, they're at home. And they go out on the road where it's cold. You know, Cowboys never play good when it's cold. That's why I always say, like in the playoffs in January, they're not going to do very well because it's cold. Even if they're at home, although it's not as cold at home. So my hopes haven't been up for them for years because they always play when it's cold in January, obviously. But the Bills look good today. The Bills, they look good. Then quarterback can't take him out. Try to tackle him 40, 50 times and you just wouldn't go down. Name's right in the tip of my tongue. Allen is a quarterback.
BNSF detector, milepost 22.4.
Right, they
Main
play in that
1,
dome.
ambient temperature 76 degrees.
So if you're talking, are you talking about in Run 8 for train priority? Are you talking about Run 8, or are you just talking about in general, like in real life? Because they're similar but different. In Run 8, it's supposed to be that the player trains have priority, and then it's prioritized based on the type of train. So Z train. So the priority in anyways is always the Z train is the highest priority. It's a intermodal. And then of course you can have Q trains, which are intermodals, and S trains, which are double stack intermodal. So intermodal trains are the highest priority. We're talking about freight. And then you go to an H, which is a manifest. I think B might be a higher than a manifest, but I'm not sure because they can go faster. But B is a bare table. It's basically an empty intermodal, just the trailers, just the cars, no trailers on top. You got the intermodals and auto racks as well. Auto racks are higher priority. And then you have the manifest, so it's mixed freight. So then you have an H, which is a high priority manifest. That means they pay for quicker service, just like you would with UPS or FedEx. And then you have an M, which is just manifest. I think unit trains, depending on what kind they are, like a grain train should be lower priority than a manifest. Mr. White could probably answer that more appropriately. Or a railroader. But Z is the highest priority. Run 8, it's supposed to be players are higher than AI. It doesn't seem to work out that way. And then after it's like players highest, and then that type is what comes in second, and then it goes to AI. But It's whoever, when somebody contacts the dispatcher auto, it goes into a cube and then it kind of semi-prioritizes that in Run 8. Yeah, coal trains get the highest priority because, you know, they're the most important. Coal powers America. America! They're also one of the slowest. There's no reason you shouldn't be stuck behind a coal train going up Cajon Pass when you're driving a Z and they're driving C than Charlie. Coal. Now it should be America again. The manifest is lower than a unit train though, like coal or a non-coal unit train, grain. I thought those were the lowest and dirtiest, lowest of the low. All right, yep, thank you, Otto. Let's switch this for myself. And we're gonna go right here. It depends on what they pay, right? Money talks. All right, so let's ride this car backwards. Got a green, so we can go, and we'll throw that switch after we get past the bridge. Well, I don't know if they're longer. I mean, coal itself is heavy, right? So it's not because they're necessarily longer, because, you know, I build the outbound manifests, you know, they can be 8,000, 9,000, 12,000 feet, and intermodals too. I've done intermodals that are, you know, 11.5, right up to 12,000. That's the maximum that we can run here in SoCal is 12K for BNSF. So, but they're light because they're not full. See, ran an absolute signal. I forgot to do the 15 mile an hour test, so sorry about that. I was talking again and not paying attention to what I was doing. So, from what I remember is if I stayed under 15, I won't get that, even going backwards. I could be wrong, though. Could absolutely be wrong. It happens all the time. But I do know that I've gone backwards on many occasions on the main, and especially from like La Mirada. And I don't get that when I run through a signal. Most of the time. It's so hard to say. Grain wheels are connected to trucks. The car sits on top of the trucks. And the trucks just sit on top of the wheels, gravity. All right, so let me slow her down a little bit. Let's open this. I pushed the wrong button again. And down, I looked at the wrong button. And I've already lined up my things, so as I'm coming back, I'll go right in the right spot, hopefully. We'll find out. I am going downhill as it comes towards me, too, so I got to watch my speed. A little dynamic running there. More of the train's on the downhill, so let's go up a little bit more on that. I look for people that's inside there filming YouTube videos on riding on a train. So yeah, I'm gonna push these back and disconnect them, and they're all empties. So they're gonna go in the back of the train. These R-CAL0141 have been picked up. They're done. However, 71 still needs to go, so if anybody is so inclined, I just shut that one there. That's that's going to LAC. No, from LAC. All right, let's follow this back, and then we'll drop these guys off. So we started down here off the basically Atwood Junction down here in Olive Sub, and moved our way up around Main 2, came back down, we picked up customer stuff down here, came all the way back over, picked up customer stuff around Prado, and then delivered here to the yard. Then pulled forward. Well, we picked up stuff around the yard too. Pulled forward, went to May, went back, got that stuff, and now we've returned back to the yard. So that all was the entire local for R-CAL0141. Not much to Porphyry. Porphyry is a great yard to start in on when you first get into the server. Once you get the route, which is in the San Bernardino sub, because it's a little bit of mainline action, and the industries are very easy. Yes, I already picked up the cars west of the yard, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was going to bring these back and then go get those or something. But thanks for reminding me that. We'll go look in a second. I do need to get those. I think as I got those TRM cars and I pulled back, I was going to go get them from there, but I can go get them anytime because I have these. And as a matter of fact, oh yeah, see, I'm backwards, so I can't really do them here. So that's all good. Yeah, see, those are still there. So I'll disconnect and go get those. Yeah, I might have missed it, but as I was going to put this together, I would have figured it out sooner or later. No, that's good. I'll set them up over here, and I'll come down this track, go get those ones, grab them all, and push them into this. That's all one. We have something coming this way. You coming from over here? Yep. No. Where am I hearing the whistle from? Gotta be coming up from over here. Oh, here it comes. All right, let's throw a couple handbrakes on here. Should be good. These things are light. Yep. All right, close that. Close, disconnect. Come on back a little bit. And we'll go up here to the switch and back up, get those last two. We'll watch this other guy go right past us. Auto rack. That's the one we saw down in LA earlier. Moving quick. It's a quick mover. $92.18. Get these wheels past the switch. So the 71 engines, you know, I don't think they should be there. I think they should be where the last drop was. But again, somebody wanted to bring it back here.
Pane 1. Ambient temperature 75 degrees.
I guess. But when you drop off, when you do the logos, you drop off the stuff. Just leave the engines at the furthest point. That way, when they get processed, your power's already there. You just grab it, pick everything up, and reverse what you did going that way. That's how I like to do it. But somebody want to bring them all the way back here? That's okay too. Just got to drive all the way down the road and pick everything back up. DPUs. So as far as this week, I should be a green light for doing Twitch on Wednesday night. So far, I don't see anything that's prohibiting me from doing next Sunday. Always subject to change, obviously. I'm gonna roll over to the switch that's against me right now. It's a spring switch. So yeah, next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday at 5 on Twitch, thereabouts. We'll be live. And LA Noir, I may, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to figure it out, but been having problems with the resolution on my monitor because it's ultra widescreen, and I got it so it worked good on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm just a total different, you know. I thought I had my dynamic brakes on. Anyways, playing LA Noir, my Twitch series, and pretty much drive like a dummy. But we get back into the baseball game that I announced while I'm playing it. The beer keggers, they'll be coming in March, right right during spring training times when I start that 18-week, once a week for 18 weeks. Start that season up. And then Sundays here on YouTube for Simulator Sundays. And I might do Railroader if I can get more time, get more comfortable on it. Look how close I am there. Try doing that on Train Sim World. Doesn't work. Can't do it. Be like, nope, you have to go back another mile. Okay, well, facing the wrong way. I'm going to be taking, you're going to be taking my place at work, so no Twitch for you. What does that mean? Me, I'm coming to work for you? Kind of like what I do. Kind of like my job. I don't want to do yours. You got to drive trains for real. I don't know if I want to do that. I can make mistakes here and nobody gets killed. You can't. I have to tell you what I do sometime, like not on public, but I really enjoy what I do and who I work for. Of course, it's always good to be the boss too. I already got promoted in them. Let's see. Why is this? Mouse was stuck on the other monitor for some reason. Okay, so connect that. Won't take nothing to run air into. Connect that. Close that angle cock. Those should be open. Could be. Go partial on that. That one's already open. See, it didn't change that one to partial. It just changed it to open. FM's low. Let's go ahead and let's go. And that's okay. So we're going backward. Out of here like a slingshot. Just boom. Yeah, it's good to be the king. I don't know if I'm the king, just the boss. The boss of me. I'm the boss of me. I do have a boss, though, but he lets me be the boss of me. My boss lets me be my own boss. You can imagine such a thing. Come on. My mouse, I go over one thing to do something, and then yes, I know. Yep. Play a little music here where we get ready to get out of here. Not get out of here just yet. It's a couple minutes. We got to take these all the way back. Play the old funky stuff. Kind of Christmassy. Yeah, but I'd have to start at the bottom and be on Railroader. I already applied for UP. You know, remember I told you that. Told a bunch of people that. Then I did a video interview and they went, nope, he's too old. We don't want him. Well, they didn't say that, but that's, of course, why I didn't get hired. I could do switching in Barstow. I've done so much of it, though. That's why I usually do the industries down here. Because everybody has base game. So a lot of stuff happens in Barstow. I mean, obviously, Barstow's the biggest. And we're also finishing up our annual server cleaning. We try to get all the cars off the server before the new year. So in December, we start this spring cleaning, if you will. And that's why I've been working these yards to try to get everything off the server. So if I went to Barstow, it wouldn't really help with that project that we have for December. So we'll see what next Sunday. I may play Railroader, like I said. Of course, I do Railroads online as well. Let's see, I'm gonna, oh yeah, I want to go get those other cars. Railroads online on the river map, I've completely redesigned again, and I've got 3 more industries to get to, so I may do a stream on that as well, so everybody can see what I have built for Railroads Online, and then I will share my map with, I'll have power at each of the industries with some cars and stuff. So if somebody wants to play it, they don't have to grind the game. A lot of stuff is already there. Where these lights are on here. Could just be the way the sunlight's hitting them. You don't always get lucky on your first run out. It's 2 or 3 times. Sometimes, oh, we're a little close. Didn't seem like it. Probably because we're hanging off the car. You step off this. Okay. Connect that. Partial. The FM is good. Now we got to back these up and push these onto the rest of the consist there. Parking brakes on. Now I'm backwards because that's the lead engine. Let's see which switch you're going to pass. This one here. Let's not go too fast out of here. Well, there was no. So I live. Oh, that's really loud for me. I live right next to both BNSF and UP. So I work in Colton. You know, right next to West Colton. Like, right next to West Colton. Just less than a half a mile away, I'd say. So I don't care if it's BNSF or UP. BNSF they weren't hiring nobody, so I couldn't apply for that. It was for road crew for UP. I also applied for something for a signal supervisor or something. I've never done signals for railroading, but I applied for it. They never even answered my thing. I'm a network engineer, so you know. Yeah, I could send you the map that I already have. I use Railroad Online Studio to show me the overview of the map. I wish I could select a different map on there, but that way I see where I'm going and stuff. You know, have to keep reloading it. But yeah, it's I had already done one, but then I decided to redo it with where they put the industries, so I'm dealing with that now. I've shared out the original maps a couple times. If you look at the streams, you could probably still find the YouTube or the Google Drive links for them. But now I'm doing the river map. All right, come on back. We just got a little more back to go. There we go. All right, take off the e-brake. Go flying so we can see how far back we need to go. We're just going to push this back, and ain't much else to do here. So yeah, once we park this, we're going to get out of here. So I'll do this while you guys can watch this while I say goodbye. So thank you everybody who showed up here on Sunday to listen to me and stay awake. Arco probably fell asleep a long time ago, so you're welcome. But thanks, guys, and I will be back on Wednesday on Twitch, as I mentioned, and it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, hopefully. And then 4 p.m., depending on what time the Cowboys game gets over. We'll have to play that by ear, but keep an eye out for me on Sunday around the same time. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching, and I will just keep this going while I move these cars back. You guys have a good one. See you later.